Got ourselves team 1 ready to go, but team 2 I think are still waiting for a guy. Hopefully they'll be able to get in as DL are ready to go. I don't think. Why is it me or does this man look a little sad? Oh, that be sad, my guy. Lotto gonna be first up though versus Hockeys. Hockeys never even got a chance to play the last time. As Lotto out in the open with a freezing trap, waiting for him. If the man gets himself a wrong angle, walks a little forward, freezing trap, breaks it. Is it the pet that broke it? I think the pet maybe started attacking Hockeys immediately and maybe had a mid-swing attack that broke the freeze. Evasion up for Hockeys. Does not commit cooldowns to Lotto just yet. There goes the Shadow Dance. There goes the big damage. What is that Kingsbane? Hello? Excuse me. What was that Kingsbane just now? Hockeys? Was that Deathmark? That was Deathmark. Lotto at least is able to go for a turtle shell, and I think he was able to cleanse himself fully. But that is just a lot of freeze on that cheap shot, forcing a trick out of him into yet another garrote. Lotto is still taking a lot of damage as Hawk is looking to bleed him out. Shadow Step as he goes in for a, I think it was a flanking strike. Lotto just keeps putting the pressure. Hawk has nowhere to go. Cheat Death is the only thing that's going to save him in this moment. Lotto got him some survival of the fittest. Cheat Death doesn't even proc. He wasn't even able to cheat death. Lotto denies the cheat death. I don't even know how. I don't even know what happened. As it's gonna be Death Sweep looking for the Lotto, but a freezing trap is gonna stop him. For Lotto, this could be an opportunity to maybe get an honor duel or get himself a little bit of healing. Death Sweep just making sure to capture Hawk himself to make sure nobody on the enemy team 1 takes it. Death Shock him immediately. Fury of the Eagle for Lotto, trying to see if he can get himself a much better angle versus Death Sweep. Being stunned, but he does actually walk a little bit forward with a binding shot, stunning him halfway through his go with a freezing trap to stop him. Immediate, no, not even trinket, just a stun right after to a what looked like a sigil of fire. Still, I think connected Lotto with no health, dotted up, but Death Sweep does get to sweep him away. Next up is going to be either Rep as a Hunter. Looks like maybe not. Sorcerer or no Web potentially. I think they're still trying to figure out who's going to be first. Is going to be Dex. At Death Sweep, we do get 5-man team over here. We get Kevin, we got us as Lath, we got us as Psychotic back in. I like the Smog, this whole lumberjack looking thing. And it's going to be DL trying to go for a bit of an auto duel. Walking in, throwing a weapon at Death Sweep. It's very similar to, you know how like when you had old school fashion duels, people would take like the glove and slap somebody across the face with a glove. That's kind of what it felt like, him throwing his weapon at Death Sweep. It's like, I challenge you to a 1v1 into a fear as the darkness comes down. Death Sweep actually taking quite a few hits here and there. Blurred down, get himself another Death Sweep into a eye beam. That's also going to be a full metamorphosis available. Does give him a fresh new Death Sweep back up and available for DL. That's going to be quite a lot of pressure to deal with. Plus metamorphosis out, leeched up Demon Hunter, stun onto DL, massive hit. That's a lot of damage. He himself some kind of a heal. Does end up striking down the warrior before he can find a way out of that situation. Rep charging out over to Death Sweep, trying to see if he has himself a proper go. Doesn't stun him or anything, I don't think, yeah? Into eventual retreat, trying to see if he can avoid any kind of CC. Rep charging in at Death Sweep, both over super low. Death Sweep super low. Might be looking at immunity, going in for a hunt, trying to catch up as much healing as possible. Massive cleave, oh, through turtle. This ignores the turtle with a stun out of web. Stun back for Death Sweep, does go for immunity on that secret technique. Oh, he's just trying to see if he can survive this. I don't think there's a way for him to live this, right? No, Web does go in for an eviscerate at the end. There's just actually no way for a Demon Hunter to live that. What? Why? I thought he did pretty good. Last up next versus Web. Stun to follow onto the Rogue. Immediate hunt, blowing him up with a big explosive. What is it? Essence Break? It is Essence Break, right? Death Sweeps to follow as the blind comes out for the Rogue. Cloak of Shadows right after. Gouge onto last. Looking to back up out of there. How do you gouge a blind Demon Hunter, though? How do you gouge Demon Hunters when they are canonically actually mostly blind? Evening lads, what's up, Aura? How you doing, my guy? Watching Web, trying to see if he can hold the fort on his team. Sorcerer might just, he's just sitting on him. Oh my god, he's just planted a banner on his neck. I claimed the spot right here. The spot where death lies. I claim it. It's just, I feel like you're gonna give Lath an extra target to cleave off of and maybe even heal off of. He's gonna hit you with a fear. Doesn't even try to target you. As long as you're not fighting. Big cleave by Lath, stun by Web, got himself full sepsis, looking to see if he can turn this around big time onto Lath. Lath probably has a ton of damage secured and ready to go. Massive blade dance does a ton of output with Web, taking hits after hits. Cheat death, last bit, and that's gonna be Lath taking him out, stealing the man's soul. Sorcerer, you're the last one left on the team, my guy. In the last one, are you ready? Lath is trying to give as much of an auto as possible. He's not even sure. He's just trying to steal some souls from you. You do poly him for a full heal. Oh, hold on a second. Now, if you break his poly, right? Oh no, letting him get the full heal, but he's gonna start off with a ring of fire immediately, blasting him out, stun onto sorcerer, got him some blinks as well as ult time. As long as ult time does not get purged, you'll be a-okay. Try to see if you can get himself a better position. Is that was that a hunt from Lath? Trying to go for a bit of immunity, getting booped by the orb, doesn't really worry about it whatsoever. As long as he's got the immunity for the orb, he'll be okay. Try to go for a kick, doesn't quite connect, but I think the stun did though. Arcane missiles, polymorph to follow, nothing can be stopped right now. Sorcerer got plenty of survivability with that extra armor buff, but this is where Lath needs to go for more of that chaos damage. As long as you can break through the shield of Sorcerer, if you can remove it by just purging it or consuming it, that'll also not only give you a heal because you get a soul out of it, but also it gives you well, I guess a mage that's naked without any shields. Touch the magic onto Lath, might be in a lot of trouble. Arcane blast just to see if you can break past the demon hunter. Looks like you might be able to barrage him down. Does get to vaporize him right in front of our eyes with psychotic, charging out over for the team to drop it down the port, and needs to get himself a better angle versus sorcerer, but it looks like he's gonna hold himself back. He's letting the wizard recover his health back behind the pillar, not even sending out the pet or anything. I like it. A little bit of that honor duel to slow down the match. 6 minutes in, 31% dampener. Sorcerer got 2 more to go through if he wants to get a chance at potentially bringing the victory back to his team. Also, you didn't see this, but behind the pillar he used shifting power. Apparently they're going to be reducing the effect of that shifting power to make it a little bit smaller and less in people's faces. Because right now apparently a lot of people are reporting that it's kind of like blinding in comparison to the Blue Night Fey version. This Arcane version is more stroby. So apparently they're going to be reducing that a little bit in intensity, which is kind of nice, saving everybody's eyeballs. Oblivion out of the Affliction Warlock. For some reason, I thought you were Destruction. Trying to see if you can just live through Drain Souls. Iceblock might need to come out for Sorcerer. Does go for the altar to recover all that health, but Psychotic just able to live through touching the Magi. Going for a trick and just to break out of the roots. So you can see Mobile Arcanosphere is going to hit him either way, though. Why did I think you were a Destruction Warlock? I think because I didn't see any of your buffs. I thought Wall, I thought Darkness, and Dark Pact. And then I thought maybe there's a green fell shards that was going to be some conflagrations, but no. You're an Affliction. Sorcerer hanging in just fine behind the pillar. His guy is just kind of staring over his succubus. Yeah, like, would you say that this is like blinding away effect? I feel like it is kind of like, it's kind of large-ish. And maybe it's like the animation just kind of, the way that it springs outwards from the mage feels a little different. Maybe. Touching the magic on Psychotic. He's going in for a big gateway, trying to see if he can close the gap. Trinket on Sorcerer. Got him some big blasters on Psychotic. Going in for Warlock Houston. Is that going to be enough to save him, though? Got him some maybe a shield. Last second. Touching the magic still on him. No health whatsoever. He just needs a sneeze on the guy, and he's done for. Hold on a moment. Psychotic needs recovery. Can't go into the Ring of Fire, so it's going to be the mage on the other side. Spell slinging at him with an Arcane Missile or Arcane Barrage. Just slinging at the boy. Kevin gonna be up next, trying to see if he can get himself a better angle versus Sorcerer. Kevin making a return back in, but Sorcerer making sure to barrage him as soon as he gets a bit of that line of sight around the pillar with more missiles. Just relentless because the dampening is kind of high. He can recover a little bit. Got the mana and is trying to see if he can maybe go as aggressive as humanly possible. Sorcerer does hold on to an ice block, so that is one thing that could still save him. Missiles are back up. Doesn't need to worry about interrupts because of the way the boomies interrupt. Will just, unless they're going like, what, Skull Bashing? Which I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. Arcanosphere getting loaded up. Can Kevin dodge it? He doesn't even try to. He just tried to see if he can go for healing. Barkskin just to see if he can prevent some of the damage. At this point, your healing is going to be limited. The best you can do is try to prevent as much damage as humanly possible. Sorcerer is probably the best at it because of all the time, but Kevin with his defenses might be okay. Bash onto Sorcerer. Needs to maintain those dots onto the mage because that will whittle him down a little by little over time. Especially if you can get some range on Sorcerer too. That'd be huge. Freeze. Trinket to follow. Arcane Surge out for Sorcerer, walking with it. Kevin might be in a ton of trouble unless he can maybe go for some defenses. That or CC onto Sorcerer. Maybe go for a cycle potentially. That's a lot of damage. Just absolutely drilled down as the wizard. Sorcerer, otherwise known as Chill Pills, on his Arcane Mage. Blasting the competition back. Deathstrip came in with a clean sweep of 3. Sorcerer slowed him down. Oh, actually, no, it was Web that slowed him down, wasn't it? And then Sorcerer took over afterwards to bring victory back for his side of the team. Well done, well done. Let's get ourselves another one going, boys. The back and forth with the mage bringing it back. I love seeing it.